All right, ready to dive into some of the best cat videos of the decade.
I am. I'm really excited to get into this.
You and me both. So, Daily Dose of Internet, they put together this compilation.
Oh, yeah, their compilations are amazing.
I know, right? Seriously legendary. Okay, so full disclosure, I may have already watched this one like 5 times.
Hmm.
Pure catnip, I tell you.
I feel that there's something about cat videos.
Totally. But it's not just about the cuteness overload, right?
Absolutely not.
What I think is so fascinating is what these videos reveal about cat behavior, internet culture.
Yeah, even about us. Why are we so obsessed with these furry enigmas?
Right, like what is it about these creatures? Okay, one of the first things that jumped out at me watching this compilation was how many of these videos showcase crazy cat athleticism.
Yeah, the things they can do.
There's this one with a cat doing like a full-on flip. It's unreal.
You know what gets me?
Right.
It's their precision. They move with such grace.
How do they even DO that?
It's their anatomy. Tiny clavicle bones, flexible spines. Plus, their leg muscles are super powerful.
So they're basically built for these crazy maneuvers.
Pretty much.
I mean, think about it. Leaping across furniture, squeezing into spaces you wouldn't think possible.
Always landing on their feet.
The riding reflex, how does that even work?
Well, it's not magic. It's this amazing vestibular system in their inner ear, like a biological gyroscope.
Whoa, so it helps them figure out which way is up while they're falling.
Exactly. That's how they twist midair and land on their paws.
Okay, but sometimes their athleticism is overshadowed by just how weird they are.
Oh, tell me about it.
There's this one where a family is using their cat to catch a bug.
I saw that one.
Like, is that a normal pest control method?
Maybe not for everyone, but
Yeah, correct.
it shows their hunting instincts. They can't resist a fluttering bug.
I guess even after all these years of domestication, they're still little hunters at heart. Okay, but this next one is even weirder. There's a cat that's obsessed with sucking on someone's ear.
I mean, it's kind of cute.
Adorable, but also strange.
Cats are creatures of habit, right? Maybe it's a comfort thing.
Like a leftover behavior from kittenhood.
Possibly. Or who knows, maybe it just finds the earlobe weirdly satisfying. We may never know the true answer.
Okay, this next one had me totally baffled. This cat walks the same exact path every day, like it's on patrol or something.
Ah, yes. That's territorial behavior.
Really?
Think about it. In the wild, they use scent marking to establish their territory.
So by walking that route, rubbing their cheeks on stuff,
They're saying, this is mine.
a feline version of putting up a fence.
Exactly. And in a house, that territory could be anything. A favorite room, a sunny spot.
Even a specific route.
Yep.
Speaking of weird routines, get this. There's a cat drinking via Bluetooth.
Via Bluetooth.
So the owner takes a sip of water from a bottle near their phone. The cat, hearing that sound through the
Oh,
phone,
wow.
starts lapping up water from its bowl.
That's crazy. But it also shows how attuned they are to their humans' sounds and routines. Maybe the cat learned to associate that specific sound with drinking.
That's wild. And it makes you realize that even in the animal world, normal is a pretty flexible concept. Like there's Aries, the cat born with hyperextended rear legs.
Oh, I love Aries.
He gets around just fine. They say he's not in any pain.
Just a happy cat living his best life.
And the internet loves him. It's a good reminder that different doesn't mean less than.
So true.
Okay, enough about the solo acts. Let's talk about some of the videos that show the relationships between cats and humans. We've got this one where a cat seems to have adopted a baby monkey.
Breaks down all those species barriers.
Seriously, so heartwarming. Okay, this next one, though, had me on the edge of my seat. A cat gets into a little spat with another cat
Uh-oh.
and literally calls for its big brother to come and intervene. Do they really do that?
Oh, yeah. Cats have these complex social structures just like any pack animal.
So they look out for each other,
Definitely. There's a real sense of loyalty.
like little feline gangs.
Kind of. But they're not fighting over turf, more like the best napping spot.
Makes sense. Okay, and this one, I don't know what to make of it. There's a video of a cat consoling its owner after a breakup.
It's so sweet, but
Do you think cats understand heartbreak?
it's tempting to project our feelings onto them, right?
I know, I do it all the time.
Me too. I mean, who knows what's really going on in their minds, but they definitely pick up on our emotions.
I can attest to that.
Oh,
My cat always seems to know when I need a cuddle. Speaking of sensitive cats, this next one totally melted my heart. A cat gets all nervous when a baby starts reaching over a balcony railing. Protectively nervous.
Really challenges that cats are aloof stereotype.
I know. Shows how strong those bonds can be.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we get too sappy, we can't forget that cats are comedy gold. We've got one doing sit-ups under a car,
What?
another one running like it's writing in cursive, one sounding like a squeaky toy. I can't. And then there's this cat meticulously flinging litter out of its box. Like, what is going on in their heads?
Right. They're these little furry comedians, and they're always on. I think that's why we find them so funny, that element of surprise.
Like, they just turn the most ordinary stuff into entertainment.
Exactly. And sometimes those antics seem to have a purpose. Remember that cat who helped bring the dogs back inside?
Oh, yeah, when they wouldn't listen to their owner.
Like a tiny furry shepherd.
Amazing.
Mm.
It makes you wonder how much they really understand about their environment. Maybe they're not as clueless as we think.
You never know with cats.
Daily Dose of Internet has really outdone themselves with this one.
Agreed.
But, as much as we love laughing at these videos,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that cats are more than just entertainment.
Absolutely.
They're living beings with their own needs and feelings.
We can't forget that.
Well said.
Pip, back for more Catastic Adventures. I have to say, watching these videos, I'm just struck by how much we still don't know about cats.
I know, right? Like, we share our lives with them, but there's this whole other layer of, feline communication and social dynamics that we're just starting to understand.
Exactly. Remember that video with the cat consoling its owner after a breakup?
Oh, yeah. The one where the owner's all sniffly and the cat's, rubbing all over them.
That one. It makes you wonder, how much do they really understand about our emotions?
It's so tempting to think they get it, you know? Like they feel our sadness and they want to make it better.
I totally get that. But it could also be something completely different, some kind of instinctual response that we're interpreting through a human lens.
True. But either way, I think it speaks to the power of that human-animal bond.
Oh, absolutely. Even if we don't always understand each other, that connection is undeniable.
Speaking of connection, have you seen the video with the cat getting a massage with a wet toothbrush?
Wait, what?
I know, it sounds weird, but apparently it simulates the feeling of being groomed by their mother.
Huh, interesting. I mean, the cat in the video looks totally blissed out.
It's actually really cute, kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but enough about the heartwarming stuff for a sec. We got to talk about their mischievous side.
Oh, yeah, they can be little devils.
There's this one cat that's figured out how to steal food from an automatic feeder.
Clever girl.
I know, right? And then there's another one that just launches a shoe off a desk for no apparent reason.
Classic cat move.
It's like they're programmed to create chaos. Like a roll of toilet paper is just begging to be unraveled. A tower of blocks is just asking to be toppled.
And they always seem to find the most inconvenient and hilarious ways to do it.
But sometimes it's almost like they're trying to be helpful. Remember the video with the cat herding the dogs back inside?
Oh, yeah. Like a little furry sheepdog.
Makes you wonder if they're not as clueless as we sometimes think.
I'm starting to think they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, we've talked about athleticism, mischief.
Yeah.
We can't forget about the sheer adorableness factor.
The cuteness. My heart can't take it. Kittens in princess costumes. A cat eating a cake made of fruit snacks.
That fluffy cat obsessed with corn on the cob.
Stop. It's too much.
I know, it's pure joy. And then there's that cat that sounds exactly like a squeaky toy.
I died laughing at that one.
It's those moments of pure absurdity that make these videos so great.
Seriously, major props to Daily Dose of Internet for putting this compilation together.
They really captured the magic of cats. But, as much as we're enjoying these videos, it's important to remember that cats aren't just here for our entertainment.
Absolutely.
They're sentient beings with their own lives and needs.
Well said. And I think that's a perfect segue into our final segment, where we'll be exploring what this fascination with cat videos says about us humans.
Stay tuned for that.
Okay, so we've laughed, we've analyzed some pretty bizarre cat behavior, but now I want to get a little philosophical.
Oh, I like where this is going.
What does our obsession with cat videos say about us as humans? Like, why are we so drawn to these things?
It's a good question, right? I mean, think about it for a second. In a world that feels increasingly complicated,
Yeah, for sure.
these videos, they offer this simple kind of escape.
Yeah.
They're just these bite-sized pieces of joy, and they're everywhere.
It's true. It's a global phenomenon.
Yeah, cat videos transcend language barriers, cultural differences. Everybody loves them.
I think there's something about cats.
Yeah.
About their independence, their grace, the way they can just make you smile no matter what kind of day you're having.
It's like they tap into something universal,
Totally. And maybe it's also a way for us to reconnect with nature a little bit.
I think so.
I mean, we're surrounded by technology all the time,
Right.
but we still crave that connection to something bigger than ourselves.
I agree.
Something that reminds us of the beauty and the wonder that exists beyond our screens.
And cats, they embody that in a way.
Yeah.
You know, they're these little creatures that are both wild and domesticated at the same time.
It's true.
And they don't really care about our rules or our expectations. They just do their own thing.
They're so unapologetically themselves.
Exactly. And I think that's part of what we find so appealing about them, you know?
Definitely.
They remind us that it's okay to be a little bit different, a little bit quirky.
To embrace our own inner weirdo.
Exactly. And you know what's interesting is how these videos have changed over time.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, it used to be just about, you know, cute cats doing funny things.
Uh-huh.
But now we're seeing more stories, more personality.
More depth.
Exactly. It's like we're starting to see cats as individuals, you know,
I like that.
with their own unique personalities and quirks. And I think that's a really good thing.
You too?
Because the more we learn about cats, the more we realize how much they have to teach us.
What do you mean?
Well, they teach us about the importance of being present in the moment, of finding joy in the simple things,
Yeah.
of living life on your own terms.
So it's not just mindless entertainment. There's a real message there.
There is.
If you're willing to look for it.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's a beautiful note to end on.
I do too.
What a journey this has been. Yeah, it has. From gravity-defying flips to Bluetooth-activated drinking,
We've seen it all.
we've explored the wild world of cat videos and what they reveal about both cats and ourselves. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to say a huge thank you to Daily Dose of Internet for curating this incredible compilation.
Yes, absolutely.
And to all of you listening out there, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We hope this episode has brought a little bit of joy and wonder into your day.
And maybe even inspired you to appreciate the furry enigmas in your own life a little bit more.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time,